But the experiment we have is something that we have to renew. And a lot of times we get criticized for saying, oh, you want to go back to the gold standard. You want to go back to the 19th century with all this individual liberty business. But you know what? What they're talking about is going back to an ancient tradition. What we have in Washington is going back to the days of the tyrants. Tyranny has been around for thousands of years. Most of the world has always lived under tyranny. And in today's world, most of the world has lived under tyranny. That is what we have to stop. We don't need to go in that direction. The stronger a government is, the more they will take control of money. That is what they have done. And we are moving to tyranny. We have the undermining our civil liberties, the total control of the economy, the bailout of the rich, the dumping on the middle class, and dumping on the poor. So what we need to do is restore confidence in ourselves, restore an understanding about liberty. The experiment was great. It is not complex, and it's not like we have to invent something new. But we can build on what we had. We don't have to go back to a static system that we had before. There's actually a lot better ideas about monetary system than we even had under our gold standard. So there's always an improvement. That's what we have to do. We have to advance the cause of liberty, and that is what is available to us. There's wonderful things going on in the country because I've traveled around the country and talked to a lot of people, and there's two groups of people who are coming together. There's been many who have clung to the ideas of liberty. They knew what it was like, but they became disenfranchised and disillusioned and sort of lost interest in politics, or would try to pick the lesser of two evils, and it was on and no enthusiasm. Well, right now that group is coming alive again because they remember a day, and they remember and they know their history, that a free society is much better than one that's run by tyrants. But there's also a new generation, the young generation now is coming alive because they're fascinated with this. They're fascinated with monetary policy. They're fascinated with the concept of liberty. They're fascinated and sick and tired of what we're doing overseas, and they are coming together and they are joining us in this cause to restore liberty to America. There is no reason for us to be discouraged because I think there's a lot of room for excitement, but there's still a lot of danger. There's a lot of danger out there if we do not prevail. But the opportunity is available to us to change this. We were told by one of the founders that it never takes the majority, it takes the minority, an irate, tireless minority, who are willing to go out and start brush fires of liberty in the minds of men. And that is what is happening today. And then that minority will influence and convince the majority that it is in their best interest to opt for liberty, not opting for the government taking care of us. Governments can't take care of us. They can't make us better people. They cannot protect us from ourselves. We have to understand this individual liberty and responsibility. But what they're saying today is that we cannot continue. And this is the reason it's a tremendous opportunity. And the spirit, as long as we have a way of communicating, and right now, the best way of communicating, and unfortunately they're already wanting to undermine that, and that is the internet. This is how we can communicate and spread the message. This message is spreading now by leaps and bounds. The numbers are growing. So what we need to do is not be discouraged, to go out and participate. We have to understand the issues, and believe me, regardless of what you think you should do, if you're well educated and you know what it is and you want to offer your services, there will be a job for you, one way or the other. It may be in politics, but it could be an election coming up, a participation in an election that could change things. So this is the reason that our participation, sometimes you say, well, we can't convert the whole world. But I'll tell you what, a crowd like this can do a lot of good. And there's all kinds of things that we can do and influence. And I see a lot of opportunities for us, and I see brightness in the future. As long as we prevail, and as long as we know that it is liberty that we want and not dependency on government, that is what made America great.